You show those young people, you show them as, When we came on the scene, by that time, it was towards the end of colonialism, we started making analysis. These 500 years in which Africa has gone through slave trade, colonialism, and by the time we came, it was the phase of neo-colonialism. Because by that time, Lumumba had been killed. There had been a lot of upheavals in spite of independence. Even here in Uganda, we were having a crisis. So that's when we sat and said, but what are the issues? What do we need? That's how we identified what we call 3 historical missions and 4 ideological principles. Now, the first historical mission, which we thought Africans needed to aim at, was prosperity. Do the Africans need to be prosperous? Are they entitled to prosperity? Or is this prosperity only for other people, not us? If the answer is yes, then you get a second question. If you say prosperity, Africans are entitled to prosperity, where does prosperity come from? Does it come from begging other countries to get aid, or what? Now our answer was no. You cannot get prosperous from aid. Because if you could get prosperity from aid, Africa would now be very rich. Because we've been getting aid, but no sign of prosperity. And other countries like Latin America have been getting aid, but they are very poor. The only way you can be prosperous is to produce a good, a product, or a service, and you sell it. If that is the case, then who will buy that good or service? And we analyzed that. So we found that the trade between the tribal areas and Kampala, the country, the national level, was more important than the trade within the tribes. You go to Rome, near the Sudan border, and you will find the Achoris there. Do you know how Achoris look like? So with this study, we said, you people, our principle number one, our ideological principle number one is patriotism. Love Uganda. Why? Because you need it for your prosperity. So that became principle number one. Number two, we discovered that the milk we are producing is now 5.4 billion liters. But within Uganda, we are consuming only 800 million liters. Apart from loving Uganda, patriotism, we started telling our people, so you people, you must also love Africa. Love East Africa. Why? Because you need them as a bigger market. That's how our second principle became Pan-Africanism. And then we said, okay, but can you take advantage of the Ugandan market or the African market if you are still in the old culture of producing only for the stomach and not producing for the market? Even if the market is there, the one of Uganda is there, the one of East Africa is there, the one of Africa is there, how will you benefit? So that's why we added a third principle, socio-economic transformation. You must, all the families in Uganda must undergo socio-economic transformation. Must go from using the muscle, because this is a traditional way of working, muscle power, or sometimes using the muscle of the cows, animal muscle, to do work. This is the problem of Africa. Manual muscle, human muscle to do work. Cooking. The fourth one is democracy. Now all these, the four, are to support the other historical mission number one, which is what? Which is what? Prosperity for our people. With these four, patriotism, love Uganda, why you need it, Pan-Africanism, love Africa, why you need it for your other market, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. We can achieve prosperity. So this is historical mission number two, ensuring our strategic security through political integration, ensuring our prosperity through economic integration. Now finally is a question. By the way, these people we are trying to unite, are you aware that they are either similar or linked? Either similar or linked.